do have it. Okay, so let's meet with Sam. Sam is from OAI, so from where we are getting our photolithography equipment. And then we do have Yusuf. Yusuf is a PhD student in our lab. So he is originally from Nigeria. And the machine that we are talking about is actually an lithography. So as we know that lithography is the equipment which made semiconductor technology possible, and this is the first time ever a lithography tool has been installed inside a mobile the truck. So and this is actually sitting on a 300-pound slab, and we have chosen a white LED rather than an UV. And why is that? Because we wanted to actually the UV means there is some kind of hazard involved, so we wanted to keep this for training purpose, and then keep it as safe as possible. So at this point, Sam and Yusuf, they're essentially placing the mask. So what happens is that there's a light source over here. So this light source, and then there is this mask, and then there is the wafer. So the wafer is being held on the chuck using a vacuum suction. So Yusuf is going to place his wafer there. You can see that. So it's opening up the mask plate holder. He's going to use the wafer, and it's being placed on a chuck. And so whenever they will turn on the vacuum switching, so it's gonna suck and will hold the wafer where it needs to be. Okay, great. So, and this is the why this the big vacuum is working also. And by the way, we didn't actually use any kind of oil, so it's oilless. And yeah, go ahead please.
Now you're leveling?
Yep. So he is leveling. As you can see, there are two knobs, which essentially can actually move vertically as well as laterally.
So now,
and yeah, please go ahead.
Now
Sam.
that you're touching it, you're gonna feel it because you're gonna be slipping. The clutch is slipping right now. It's not gonna go up anymore. It's not lifting the mass. It's a clutch mechanism. Then you can now it's leveled, so it's polarized. Turn on the ball vacuum. And then right now for first mass, we can just expose it. So we move this, we press the pulling brake to move it out, to move it in. Okay, once it's underneath we're just gonna, did you turn this on, Yusuf? Okay. Come inside.
And it'll come up. So while
it's off on the switch on the back. Wait for a second.
so the controller is the turning on by that time, just to actually show the today for the scale devices like sub 10 nanometer, we use the extreme UV or extreme ultraviolet the system, and this one is essentially closer to a projection and proximity.
So we got set the dose to 200 millijoules. Okay, now that it's underneath, you're just going to start. And now it's running. As you can see, there's some light in it.
Yes.
So after it's done, it's going to stop at 200. So you can see it's still exposing.
So sometimes people may ask that in UV why we are putting it for a few seconds and why here it is.
This is a dose.
Yeah.
Kind of so actually.
Energy supply.
It's energy. That's
right.
Correct. Sometimes this is giving you the exact energy, instead of just taking an intensity and then multiplying it by time. This is more accurate than that one. Because this is the actual energy that it's giving out. So we're done because we set it to 200 dose. It's done. So now we can just release the brake, move it to the side. Okay. Now before we move down, what we want to do is purge nitrogen underneath on it. Do 6 seconds, so it prevents distinction between the mask and the wafer. So after 6 seconds, you just move down counterclockwise on the Z, and then you can turn it off now, and then open it up, and you can develop it. And release to turn off the sub vacuum. Okay. Okay. Now take it out. So
Push a little bit.
okay. Now you can just develop it, and then
So,
lithography.
for the development, we'll be waiting for our next video.